Welcome, everyone. I am delighted to introduce Dr. Drew Hertz and Dr. Keely Mistovich. They are the co-founders of the Zest Pediatric Network in Cleveland, Ohio. At least you started in Cleveland, Ohio. And they're going to talk about their network and what it has to offer in the DPC community. There are a lot of pediatricians who have learned about DPC and have been interested in it, but maybe they have a lot of fear or worries or trepidation about actually doing all of the business and clinical stuff on their own. So Zest Pediatric Network offers a great option for people who maybe don't want to be 100% independent and want to share the load with someone else. So with that, welcome, Drew and Keely. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us. And you're exactly right. We really created Zest Pediatrics to lower the barrier for people to enter pediatric DPC or pediatric direct care, as we like to call it. And we actually wanted to entitle this session, when you asked us what the title is, it's DPC is a team sport, because not everybody wants to go it alone.
Yeah.
So with that, Keely, I think we have a few slides that you had asked us to prepare. Just kind of, they give an overview of why we created this network. All right.
Okay, perfect. So I'll talk to start with here and kind of give a general overview of sort of why does Zest exist in the first place, and really what are we about? You know, as I said, I opened my practice about, a little over 4 years ago. And after doing that, I said to myself, this is the best thing that I have ever done professionally. And every pediatrician should have access to being able to practice medicine in this way. But then I said, well, not everyone has the luxury of understanding business or wanting to do business or having, or even, whether it's the background things or even sort of how do I even get started in the first place, and how do I fund this, and where does that all come from? And so sort of giving, as Drew said, decreasing the barriers to entry and allowing, doctors to be part of this model that wouldn't necessarily be able to sort of take that leap independently. As much as I think every child should have access to this model, I think every pediatrician should have access to this model too. And so, we have sort of, you can see the 5 things listed here that, doctors you can be the pediatricians that you want. You can do what you love. You can be the doctor that you dreamed without having to do all the things that get you into the DPC model to start with. We also provide for sort of quite a team approach. One of the beauties of being in DPC medicine is that you're independent and you have autonomy and you can do what you want to do. And so that for me was one of the biggest things that I wanted when I started my practice and was insistent upon maintaining within the Zest model. And so we have sort of set this up in a way where doctors, in our opinion, sort of have the best of both worlds, where they really are able to run their practices and do all of the medicine that they want in the way that they want to do it, and how they want to organize their time and their schedules and how they want to see their patients. And then in the background, we've created this team. So I guess there's sort of 2 teams to our model. One team is from the business side, that we sort of just do all that back office stuff. It frees you up to allow the physicians to be able to practice medicine, just basically be doctors and not have to be business people too. And then the other part of the team is that you're not doing it sole, which means that we have coverage. Our doctors cover for each other. All of our Cleveland doctors provide coverage for each other, so we can actually take vacations and do things much more easily. I know other DPC doctors figured out we're all very innovative and we sort of learn how to manage those types of things, but having a built-in coverage system definitely makes it easier. And your kids are all going to be being taken care of in the best way by other doctors who think and practice medicine like you do. So that helps. And, same thing with our Pittsburgh doctors, they're able to cover for each other. And so we love that part of it. And then also from our team approach, we have, because of being this network and that we have, as I say, kind of economies of scale, we are able to provide what we call our ZAP services, which is the sort of additional professionals that work with us. So we have a nutritionist, we have a sleep consultant, we have a lactation consultant, we have psychologists. So we're all the kind of extra people that I feel like are very important, and we feel like are very important to be part of raising a kid and really providing really excellent primary care services. I will be the first to admit that I am not all of those people. I am not a lactation consultant. I am not a sleep specialist. I know a lot about it, but I'm sure not the absolute expert in that. And so we really wanted to not only surround our doctors with a business team, but also with, this extra sort of support team to really be able to provide the best care that we can.